We're talking to Nolan Belcher from B4 BBQ, another member of the 903 Barbecue Mafia. That's an East Texas thing for you guys that don't know. What's up, brother? How's it going?
Oh man, how are you, sir?
Nolan, you're new on the list this year. Tell us how you got from sitting around during COVID to 5 years later being on the Texas Monthly Top 50 barbecue list.
Yeah, man, it was a wild ride. So I was a barber. I had a few barber shops, and then started making some good money. So I invested in some 18-wheelers, and then I had trucks on the road. Everything was going pretty good. And then COVID hit, kind of tanked everything I was doing. So I sold the businesses, got out, made a little bit of money, got stuck at home for 2 years like everybody else. Yeah. Got bored, and I was like, you know what? I want to try to cook. There's nothing else to do. So I bought a pellet smoker, got bored with that after about 6 months, and then upgraded to an offset, and then just kind of found a knack for it, you know what I mean? And after about 6-7 months of doing it, we'd have buddies come over, pool parties, hanging out, all the stuff we're not supposed to be doing during COVID. And they started going, hey man, where'd you get this barbecue from? And I was like, well, I cooked it. And they're like, no, you didn't, you've never cooked nothing. And so it kind of became a thing. And then after COVID, we moved to Maybank. And I told my wife, I was like, hey, what are we gonna do? I need to go back to work. And she goes, well, you got good at barbecue. Why don't we try opening a restaurant?
That's awesome.
Thought she was absolutely crazy. And here we are 4 years later, so.
Amazing.
Yep.
What's the tie into Canada?
3 years ago, buddy of mine, Andrew Golden, he just actually opened up his restaurant in downtown Toronto now. But he hit me up on Instagram, was like, hey, would you ever be up to hosting a young Canadian dude to teach him how to do barbecue? I was like, yeah, man, come on. So he booked the trip, came down 2 weeks, ended up turning into 3 months. And then he's been down here every year for the past 3 years. He's done Troubadour actually with us a few times. And now he just opened up his own restaurant. And he introduced me to all these other guys. Everybody that's here today working on my team's all from Canada. They live there to this day. And that's how I got in touch with all those guys. And they've all just kind of become like family now.
Do you guys have poutine on the menu?
No.
God,
no,
you need to do that.
Yeah. I'm actually not a fan, but.
Really? Okay.
I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not something I crave. You know what I mean?
So is there something that you guys do that you think is like your absolute like ace in the hole? This is something we're doing that no one else does. Is it just the straight up Trinity? You're just everything's killer? Or do you guys make anything that?
I tell people the best way to describe our food is I was in the military, right? So I traveled the world.
What branch?
I was in the Army.
Okay.
And so I kind of found my love for food way before I got into cooking. Mm-hmm. So I've always appreciated like different flavors from different authenticities around the world. Yeah. And so that's kind of how we do it. So like when I was in the Middle East, I figured out that those guys really know what they're doing with poultry, right? Turkey, chicken, with their tandouris and their curries. Cool. So we kind of replicate that at the restaurant. All my poultry is done kind of Indian style. Asians figured out pork, right? So we use gochujang. We kind of do a lot of Asian stuff with our pork. Yeah. Brisket, we're using Wagyu. It's pretty much just, the basics, heavy pepper. But yeah, we just kind of incorporate some of our favorite foods from around the world into what we do every day. So everything kind of has its own little unique flavor profile, and it works. I've had people go, y'all are confused. I'm like, no, we're not confused. I just don't want all my food to taste like, you know what I mean, like everybody else's.
So as far as the Wagyu, you've told me that you're getting your briskets, your Wagyu briskets from a ranch that's like...
It's in Ennis, about 35 minutes from us, yes sir. So I can literally drive by and see the cows that will end up being served at our restaurant.
That's incredible. That's cool to have it, be able to have it that close. We don't all get to have that the proximity and the privilege of that. That's really cool. Y'all gotta go check that out. Just that alone, to have a brisket that's local. That's amazing.
I admire all three of you gentlemen too, by the way. You guys are all like OGs in the game, so it's an honor to be standing here talking with you guys.
You heard it. We're OGs. But before that, he also said, the old guys come tall.
6'2", if that helps with reference here.
All the growth hormones and
yes.
early cows.